How is everybody out there doing today? My people of the internet, of twitch.tv/speedrun. We have got 100 Franker Z's coming in from cable. Hello, hello, hello. We have got some bingo here. It's about to be lit. How you doing, Pitt? What do you think?
I'm good. I'm excited to see some bingo. Not as well known to most people out there, but very interesting way to play the game.
Definitely. And it sounds like we'll be doing a team triple bingo,
Right.
which means 3 rows.
It's so any 3
Rows.
lines. So you can do a row, you can do a column, or a diagonal.
Okay. And it's cheese and
Sovlo.
Cheese and Sovlo versus Alaris, Violin, and Pete XD. Is that Peter Ford?
That is Peter Ford.
Okay. Great. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Gentle reminder, whether it's dollars or bits, you can get entered in for these raffles. A tier 2 subscription to speedrun or twitch.tv/speedrun is $1 or 100 bits. Celeste Steam code $5, 500 bits. Beast Coast backpack $10, 1,000 bits. Beast Coast zip up hoodie $15, 1,500 bits, and Beast Coast jersey. Man, these deals are unreal. $20 or 2,000 bits for Beast Coast jersey. We've got 500 bits coming in from Saxdale. He's officially in for the Celeste Steam code tier 2 subscription. Of course, the N64 Mario 64 starter pack, all signed by Cheese, for 25 smackaroonies, 2,500 bits. And if you donate $50, it doubles your chance to win everything. Truly incredible stuff.
Cappy, throwing the 1 bit at us. Maybe need a few more of those bits to get in on some of these raffles, but much appreciated. Definitely going right in the pool.
I couldn't agree more. Well, anyway, let's take a look at this bingo board we've got here. There's
So the way bingo works is we have a grid, and it goes like 5 rows and 5 columns, right? And
okay.
There's 1 goal, per square, and
That sounds right.
They're pulled from a list that are made beforehand. So we have certain things like 6 stars and Rainbow Ride, or like 3 stars and TTM and THI, or something like the sort. So then they all get randomly generated into this card, and we hope that it's a balance so that every row is about the same speed. And so that means that each row that you're looking at now, like, you pretty much never have that combination of goals all together. So it creates different gameplay, different routing, different decisions every single time you play the game. So very, very mental bingo.
And it sounds like we're about to get started here. So, do you know if they have to compete, or it's on their own as fast as they can, whoever can get 3 done first? Can 2 people complete, or 2 teams complete the same goal?
So what's happening right now is we have Cheese and Sovlo on a team against Alaris Villain and Peter Ford. Mm-hmm. And the goal is for Alaris Villain and Peter Ford to complete 3 rows or columns or diagonals faster than Cheese's team. They are not in direct competition with each other. If they were fighting for goals, that would be lockout.
Okay.
And then goals like 20 lives you see in column 1, that third tile there. 20 lives, that has to be done by 1 person. So you can't just both get 10 lives and call it even, or both get 3 stars in a stage and call it 6 stars.
Oh,
so
okay.
You have to complete the goal individually, but it's for your team.
So, in your personal opinion, which of these columns is looking like a guaranteed you gotta do it?
A guaranteed slam dunk. Well, what we do see is in longer bingos, so how we're doing 3 rows and columns here, stars from each stage always look pretty good, and high star count isn't that bad. I think that we could see column 1 looks pretty decent in my opinion. Cannons are very fast. 1 star on each stage is not that bad if you're going to a lot. So you definitely look for the easy to pick up goals, like cannons and stars in each stage.
1 star from each stage, that's not that bad. I feel like that's something you can also lace in with other goals.
Right. If you wanted to do, like, say 35 stars, I mean, if you do one star from each stage, that's like 15 stars by itself.
All right, and right off the bat here, Alaris Villain did not get Lakitu skip, and
Going to kill the Bomb King here.
Yeah, going for Bomb King here. What here relates to BOB? Why might they be going?
So there is star number 1 for each stage. You see at the top of column 4, or the fourth tile in row 1. So that's actually not bad. Or it could be, he wants to open one of the 3 cannons here. You have to kill the Bomb King here to open the cannon in BOB. Mm-hmm. So, he could be hitting out two birds with one stone here.
Oh, but kick, not able to kick right into the star, looking a little bit discombobulated. It is a team triple bingo. Wow, that box RNG. So cheese05 might be going for 140 coins in 2 stages.
Yep, I believe that's the intention here. So in Womp's Fortress, there's actually only 141 coins. So he can only miss 1. So those boxes are kind of frustrating if a coin falls off. And also he needs to make sure he gets all the coins here from these Womps before he kills them.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, you can just jump on the Womps to get 5 bonus coins. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that you ever discover.
Oh, Cheese slipping now. He's got to be careful. See where that blue coin goes for that piranha, because if that blue coin disappears, Cheese fumbling the ball, not something particularly out of the ordinary here.
Oh no.
Bingo has got him a little bit frazzled. It's possible the blue coin did not spawn. Wow, cheese05 is really
falling down again.
Cannot stay up. Something about it is just not working out and getting deflected by the rotating platform. Okay, blue coin did drop though. He's good.
Going around the other way now.
Now team 2, Laris going to get some slide stars. Let's see. Oh, Peach's slide times 2. Easy money.
So an interesting thing about bingo, especially in teams, is a lot of it is division of labor. You need to know what goals are good with which goals, and you're not always working straight down a row. You could pair Igloo in SL with something completely across the board, something that what would Vanish Cap be good for here, right? So we have Boo Boo Haunt Stars. We have 5 of them at the first tile in row 4. So if you're doing the Igloo Star in SL, you can get the faster Vanish Cap Star there in DBH and completely avoid 100 coin and reds as well. So we'll see. The division of labor is very important here in bingo.
Ooh, and they got another one. Oh, I did not see the 140 coins in one stage. Well, how can they? What do you think? It looks like Cheese's team, Cheese and Sovlo, might be going. It's hard to tell, but maybe first row, possible. They did not get star number 1 though from BOB. I don't think.
Cheese and Sovlo. No, I don't think that they're going for row 2 or column 1. Oh, I just noticed we also do have the Eye in the Secret Room in BBH. So Igloo Star, that tile and 5 stars in BBH could all be really good together. I think maybe Alaris's team could be going for that. They do have they were working on that Bomb King, so it could work out there.
Oh, and here we go, taking a look. We've got Pete working in CCM and Sovlo also in JRB with Cheese. I wonder why they're both in JRB.
It could be possible that Sovlo is just there for 1 star. Mm-hmm. Just to get, the chest star, very consistent star, and don't have to do ship clip. One star from each stage is it's pretty much like a gimme in a long bingo in a team setting.
Yeah.
Looks like
I feel
he's
that.
gonna be getting more than that though.
It's interesting though. We'll start to see their master plan. Wow. Okay. Pete with some jumping around here. Not quite sure what he's doing. Wandering around CCM, looking for coins. Not an awful place to be looking for coins. Might be going for 140 coins here.
Yeah, I think he's going for 140 coins here. You can see at the top right-hand corner of the card, collect 140 coins in 2 stages.
Side flip slipping. Peter Ford, cup stacking legend, here to show us his sauce and his strength.
So one thing to note as well is that at the same time, while you're doing this, you want to collect 8 stars so that you can leave the lobby after Dark World, and then 16 stars
Oh, slipping all the way down. Caught though.
you do mid clip. So a lot of this is also like you gotta pick the fastest stars that make sense within your rows too.
Yeah, and it seems. I mean, I personally haven't done a whole lot of bingo. I know that you like to do bingo here and there, but it seems really complicated. Honestly, you got to come up with a route on the fly, kind of optimize it as you go. And I guess you come up with things along the way. You just try to get a couple starting goals and then keep it moving.
Yeah, well, with team bingos like this, you don't have to hard commit as much. You know, when you're doing a bingo, like just a single line by yourself, you have to kind of commit to a row early so that you don't do any extra work. But for you know, cards where you're doing a lot of goals, like almost everything, you know, works with something.
Oh, and I missed the bits. Wait, when were these bits dropped? 3,000 big fat bits. 3,333, in fact, from Mr. Carriage, says Franker Z3333 GL to the speedrunners. Thank you very much, Mr. Carriage.
Getting in there, you know, for all the incentives there. I mean, going for the N64, the backpack, the jersey, the zip-up hoodie.
Oh, and we've got some news coming in from the bingo. Wow, double! Team Red, you know, Cheese's team, Team 1, Team Blue, whatever you want to call them. They were looking pretty strong. They had 2 slots, but here we go. Getting 100 coin star in CCM and 140 coins in 2 stages. I wonder what the other 140 coin... Let's say, like,
Womps.
Eat and Alaris both get 140 coins.
That doesn't...
the same level.
No, they have to do it. Each goal has to be done individually, right? So if there's collect 140 coins in 2 stages, that means that Pete has to do 140 coins in 2 stages if he's doing 140 coins. Like,
okay.
He can't just do one and Alaris does one. It doesn't work that way.
Commentator not really sure how the game works, trying his best to wrap his big, fat, thick brain around it, but it's just a little bit too much for him to handle.
The tiles themselves are done individually, but they're trying to collect the tiles as a team.
Right. Both completing Peach's slide ×2.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that Sovlo in JRB, you know, getting the 100 coin star there, also probably getting 4 stars, or maybe even all the stars there. I'm not sure. It looks like it would work well with the row if they got 4 stars from each JRB and DDD. So to be seen, I suppose.
And switch it back, taking a look at cheese05. He has got a fat key. He has the ability. Oh, ground pound! Not going to be happy about that one. Going to be costing him a big boatload of time. Oh, and a ledge grab. Man, he's a little frazzled. Not sure why. Bingo's got him shook. But entering CCM, I wonder what his goal is here.
Well, there is a CCM 100 coin, and it's also possible that they're working on row 1. Could just be picking up some quick stars here too.
Yeah, I gotta get wall kicks will work. That'll work. Working on maybe at least 1 star from each stage.
Got another tile highlighted, Sovlo, hitting up all those stars in JRB. Looking like they're trying to fill out that row 3 right now.
Row 3, maybe column 4. Cheese will be possibly getting... Oh, wait, never mind. He's done with CCM. Got 1 quick one and then went on to the win cap.
It's possible that Cheese is trying to get, 1 star.
Okay, ledge grab. Wow. I didn't... That was... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's possible that Cheese is, trying to get 1 star from each stage too. You saw him enter CCM just to get wall kicks will work. You saw him enter JRB and leave immediately.
So... Is wall kicks will work the first star of...
No, it's not. I think it's, it might be, like, Little Penguin Lost, or maybe it's the slide. I don't think it's wall kicks will work. We'll see right now on a Lars Villain screen.
I don't think they're going for that one.
Yeah, it's slipping and sliding away is the first.
Oh, Cheese trying to go for Killer Lips.
But you see a Lars going straight for it, so I'm pretty sure that they're working on number 1 star in each right now.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be getting row 1, it looks like. And honestly, not a bad row. Already have 2 of them.
It works well, and the cool thing is, I think that Vanish Cap has a lot of good uses here. So, you know, normally Eye in the Secret Room BBH is a hard commit because you also have to go all the way over to Vanish Cap. But if you can make use of it in other places, it'll help out a lot. Like I could see them doing row 4 as well because you see that 100 coin in CCM.
That's a fair point. Open all 11 cannons, though. That's a lot of cannons to open, but if you're going to be getting star number 1 from each stage, then you might as well be opening cannons.
Right, you only have to, you know, get a couple stars in Womps, and then it's mostly just BOB and Womps that are like hard commits to open the cannons. Besides that, you'll have no difficulties. Like when you're trying to get the cannon in SSL, you can just get it right after you bop the bird. For example, it's like not even kind of out of your way.
Yeah. Shoutouts to The Way It Goes for dropping 300 bits on our fat faces. Thank you very much, sir. And $54.20 from Cable
420.
KIB. 420 Blaze It. Thank you very much, sir. Says GLHF. Poggers.
In for all the incentives times 2, the double raffle. Lars Villain opening the
Big
cannon.
bonk from Alaris. Not quite sure what he's doing. Not sure why he was over there.
I believe Cheese right now is going for all stars in SSL, and that's why he collected the wing cap as well. So they're definitely going for a column 3 finish here. SSL it's a very long goal, but everything else in their column looks fairly fast, though, especially considering that they combined it with all stars and JRB for later.
Row 3, column 3.
Column 3. I believe that they're going to finish. Blue team, Cheese and Sovlo are going to be finishing up column 3 and row 3.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. 20 lives, not too bad. And if you're going to be getting 4 stars from SSL and HMC, you'll probably be getting the 100 coin star in HMC, and you might as well finish up SSL.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty logical to me, man.
Well, they're going to be getting, if they're doing all stars in Wet Dry World, they're going to need Vanish Cap, right? So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what other row they pick up here.
Definitely.
Well, Cheese did get 140 coins in 2 stages, or in 1 stage. He got it in Womp's Fortress. It could be interesting. He could do 140 coins in Wet Dry World Works as well. So we could see row 1 happen. I'm not sure. It all depends on what Sovlo's been picking up while he's been off screen.
I concur, sir.
Looks like Sovlo is going for CCM 100 coin. It might be working on column 4, actually. Yeah, and then the one who does Wet Dry World also does Into the Igloo with their Vanish Cap.
That seems pretty legit.
Yeah, it actually looks really good. 100 coin star in Rainbow Ride is actually a lot faster than it is in regular runs because you don't have to take the carpet ride.
Right. A carpet ride, man. It's a snooze fest. $2, 2 minutes, $2. Once again, shout outs to everybody who's been donating, bringing in the love with the bits and the subs. It's going to a great cause. We're going big, boys. Esports, speedrunning, the Global Speedrun Association is going to bring you the greatest and grandest tournaments of all time, leagues, prizes, fun for everyone and the family. Global Speedrun Associations, partnered by speedrun.com, brought to you by the Big Simp Association and the Pity Party.
Yeah.
How's the Pity Party like? Oh, we got another completion, 100 coin star. Saw that coming. Sovlo making moves happen. Now going to BBH. Wonder what he's planning on doing here.
Probably the 5 stars here for row 4.
Maybe Eye in the Secret Room.
He could get that as one of his 5 as well.
Oh, yep, definitely going for the red coin star here. Possibly 100. We'll see what his plan is.
No, it looks like he's just doing reds by themselves. It's actually not bad. I don't know if he actually came in here with the vanish cap. So if he's getting 5 stars here, he has to avoid that.
Getting bopped around by the eyeball. Maybe they're going for the diagonal. Wow, really getting bopped by the eyeball. And she's getting all stars in SSL.
Yeah, diagonal, pretty good in multi-row bingos because you have that one goal in common, or any rows that connect to each other.
Bet Cheese will be entering into HMC. So, I don't know. Okay, red coin star and
Oh
BH.
wow, big plays from blue team here. Double goals marked in row 5 at the bottom. I think that they could be going for TLBR because that would be top left to bottom right. So just right down diagonally through the card because they do have all the stars in JRB, so that's like half of the 4 stars in each JRB and DDD done already. And then if they're doing Wet Dry World with column 3, that's free. And then rematch with Koopa the Quick and THI is just a couple stars.
Yeah, they're definitely going for that row. They have all stars in JRB. Did you mention that?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, cupcake.
That looks really
Mom
good.
delivering a cupcake.
It's frozen though. Give it a couple minutes to thaw.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Commentator has to give it a couple minutes to thaw.
Your friends are putting hurting on the food. Maybe they
It's good stuff.
Oh, it's great. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Love you, mommy. Commentator having a lovely moment with mother. Very wholesome. Everybody
Definitely
crying.
a family friendly organization here at GSA.
That's all we can say. Stepmom, huge fan.
Loves Benny.
Really does love Benny quite a lot. One hell of a baker, let me just say. So looks like Team 2 as well will be going for TLBR, top left to bottom right. We'll have to see.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
Thank you for
I
the
don't
bits.
I don't think that the red team went and did a whole lot in JRB, so they don't get that nice freebie for JRB. They're gonna have to go collect those stars.
Definitely. Hey Mario fam, what up, though, boys? Jerry. Hope everybody's having a great time watching the stream. It's been a hoot, to say the least.
Seeing some
high octane
HMC
bingo.
100 action here.
Yep, that'll be another checkbox for Team Blue.
And that's good because 4 stars in each SSL and HMC works perfectly with all stars in SSL, and 100 coin star in HMC works perfectly as well because you can just get the 2 fastest stars after that. I think that, honestly, I feel like blue team picked right here. I think they picked very, very wisely.
Yeah. Ooh, eye in the secret room for red team. Pulling out the big plays. So blue team going to be completing their first row here after they get all stars in Wet Dry World probably, because Cheese is about to get 4 stars each from SSL and HMC. And perhaps Sovlo is upstairs. I don't remember where we last saw him.
I thought we saw him in Dire Docks.
Ooh, and there it is, the double from Cheese.
Because he's going to have to collect 4 stars there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, maybe they'll... Yeah, I think column 3 will be first completed, and then TLBR shortly after that, and probably row 3 around the same time.
It's actually possible. Yeah. I think that it's all gonna finish like very, very quickly.
Yeah, they're making some plays here. To say
just
the
a
least.
reminder: SM64 bingo. To end a bingo, you have to beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
So even after all their goals are highlighted, it's not over for them. They have to grab the final star, and it's only one of them on the team that has to do it.
And Cheese showing us his skills. Can't get over this ledge with Mips. Doing a lot of big jumps. Does make it through though. Wow. Legendary player getting the wall kick and everything. Going right through that wall. And Alaris working on stars and DDD. Definitely seems like they're wanting TLBR as well. But not sure. Oh, 5 stars in BBH. Okay.
They all
So maybe
getting pretty
looks like
good there.
column 1 will be one of Team Red's
Yeah.
choices.
Yeah, column 1 is not bad because I think that they're doing star number 1 from each stage and at least 1 star from each stage together.
That's a pretty good move.
So for most stages, they'll be going there and collecting the number 1 star, unless there's another star that makes sense.
And 20
Yep.
lives, I guess you just kind of scoop up. Where would you get your lives, Pity?
Well, if you go get Vanish Cap, there's a whole bunch of 1-ups there. So like on your way down to hit the switch, you can grab like a whole bunch of them. There's also a bunch in Bowser levels. You can just grab them as you go. Like you just saw Cheese at the top grab that 1-up while he's going.
Yeah.
So the Bowser levels are good. Generally whoever like beats the game at the end, there's a bunch of them in bits. Any 100 coin stars, you get 1-ups as well. It's 20 lives. It's not a whole lot. It's not really a grind fest. You just pick up as many as you can on your way, and you'll usually naturally end around that area.
Delicious cupcake from Scent Mom. Once again, we've got the hot prizes. If you haven't heard, then I'd like to know, what do we got, Pity? Would you be willing to give us a little shout out? What are the people donating for? What does this all mean?
You see cheese05 in the top left-hand corner there, obviously a superstar of Mario 64 here. World record holder for 120 star, 70 star. Well, for $25, donated through bits or, donation button, you can get in a raffle for the SM64 starter bundle, right? So you can get a console, the English SM64 cartridge, and a controller, all signed by cheese05. Pretty great way to start off your career with some gear signed by the best player.
True.
And then we also have some Beast Coast merch plugged in here as well. We have $10 for their backpack, $15 for a zip-up hoodie, $20 for a stylin' jersey, and then we have some smaller things too. We have $1 for a tier 2 sub in chat, $5 for a Celeste Steam code, and $50 for the double raffle. So I think that we have some good things here lined up.
The double body armor. We already know the Team Blue's on the perfect lines.
But yeah,
For a while, it seemed like Team Blue was,
struggling
really
to get it
far ahead.
together. Oh,
No,
really?
I thought, like right now they're in a pretty good position. It seems like they're about to start getting all 3 of their things because they're about to get rematch with Koopa the Quick. Sovlo's going to get that done. Cheese is probably doing All Stars in Wet Dry World. And then one of them gets 20 lives and they're set.
Did they get Vanish Cap?
Do they need
Oh.
it?
For All Stars and Wet Dry World, you'll need Vanish Cap. Hopefully they did.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I bet
I
Cheese
didn't
did.
see that. I bet they did. Well, both teams were very smart getting their goals to all touch each other. All the rows want to touch so that you have goals in common.
Mhm.
So Cheese and Sovlo making Wet Dry World All Stars there in common, and also they had synergy with All Stars and JRB and 4 stars and JRB DDD, so stuff like that. And then you can also see, red team 140 coins in 2 stages, and they combine that with 100 coin star in Cool Mountain, and things like that. They have some Vanish Cap synergy going on here as well with the Eye Secret and BBH and All Stars and Wet Dry World.
So who's getting the? I assume whoever's getting number 1 stage is also getting 1 star from each stage.
Yeah, I believe
think
that's
Alaris is the one doing that.
Yep. I'm pretty sure. I was pretty much tipped off to it when he started with the Bomb King, and he probably got the the BOB cannon after that as well, because pretty easy. I'm not actually sure if he did, but it is unlocked from that. And when he went to Cool Mountain, he went straight for the number 1 star, so that has to be it.
Yeah. If you don't know, this is Team Triple Bingo. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, you have 3 columns / rows / diagonals, and then you beat the game. So both teams pretty close to making their dreams come true.
Yeah, I think blue team looks like they have the edge here. It just kind of depends on how fast they can finish Wet Dry World here, but pretty sure Sovlo done with his last goal here. He's probably going to be the one to beat the game for their team. She's working on Wet Dry World, if I had to guess.
Yep. And it looks like our boy Peter Ford will be taking care of All Stars in Wet Dry World.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing reds by themselves, a little slower, but if you're not practicing 100 coin with reds, very good option, because 100 coins with secrets, not very slow.
No, players are talking. I'm pretty sure both teams are in their own voice chat right now, and okay.
Sovlo is farming lives on top of the castle.
Are there really that many lives?
There's a few over here, yeah.
3? Oh, missing 1 life, having it back. Oh, cannot get that life, Sovlo. Let's go. Finally gets that 3rd life. 12 lives. So what's his plan? Is he just gonna keep doing that? That seemed like a.
I guess that's the plan. I guess that's the plan.
Going to get these. I feel like there's some lives you can get that are on trees. Sometimes you get to the top of a tree or a pole and stuff spawns.
He could have. I think that what he'll probably do is he'll get the minimum amount so that he can just grab a whole bunch and Bowser in the sky and then close out 20. But I feel like this life farming maybe not optimal.
Alara's taking a fall.
Sovlo not getting the wall kick frame he wants here.
Yeah, Sovlo kind of, he's, okay, ground pound, wasn't able to get up to the castle the first try, struggling a little bit, but he's going to have to do this 2 more times, and then he will successfully complete that goal, and then,
cheese05 getting to the end of Wet Dry World, or, pretty deep in at least with Wet Dry World 100 here.
Yeah, Cheese making plays happen in Wet Dry World. It's looking like Team Blue is about to get the triple from All Stars and Wet Dry World. I think Sovlo is going to get 20 lives first, and then Cheese will wrap it up. And then, like you said, Sovlo is probably going to beat the game. He's waiting for Cheese.
Generally, the best thing is, if your teammate hasn't beaten the game yet before you're completely done, you both try to beat the game as well, and it's just whoever finishes first, your team just finishes then. So they might both be working towards Bowser at the end. Just kind of depends. I think that Sovlo is really close to 20 lives, though. But I think he'll leave a few for Bowser in the sky at the end.
And it looks like Alaris, this is possibly his last star from each stage and last #1 star from each stage. And there it is. Both of them getting ticked.
Oh, yeah, that was fast.
All right, they've got their first row. They need 20 lives and All Stars in Wet Dry World. I would assume that
Peter
is doing Wet Dry World.
Peter Ford probably got some lives when he did Vanish Cap because he wanted that for Wet Dry World. So it makes sense.
Okay, Alaris not trying to get up the stairs, but going up to bits. Going to be finishing the game for Team Red. What were you saying, Pitt?
Yeah, it looks like he wanted Peter Ford to finish up lives. Peter Ford, going to Peach's slide ×2 and going to Vanish Cap. Very easy to farm lives in both of those places. You can hit the blue switch and Peach's slide and collect a bunch of lives going down. I think it's 3 per time you're on the slide, so that's 6 lives.
Oh, we've got a party of 34. We've got the oofs coming in chat. Raid from OneTed59. Thank you very much, Ted, for the raid. For those of you that don't know what's going on, this is a Global Speedrun Association marathon. Oof! We have got donation raffles. We've got Mario gameplay, and it's all going towards a beautiful cause. Prize pool money for upcoming events, including the Ultimate 120-star relay happening for the Mario 64 community, and soon to be announced a bingo tournament. Oof! Oof!
Blue team finishing up their last goal here soon. Both high life count for Sovlo and Cheese. It looks like they're just going to be, you know, ending it with Bowser in the Sky. Peter Ford very close to the end too. We could see some interesting ends here.
Yeah, Cheese at 14 lives.
Can't get these BLJs though. It's struggling.
They've got 2 rows, and Alaris is in the pipe. Cheese is really trying to get these BLJs, but he doesn't quite know how BLJs work. It's a little more complicated than it seems, and Team Red also has 2 rows completed.
Oh wow, Team Red looking good. They just need the 20 lives. Peter Ford probably gonna clean those up in Bowser in the Sky, maybe.
Cheese cannot get his BLJ. Never happening. Cheese is perpetually stuck on these stairs. That's going to be real rough for Team Blue. Team Red throwing Bowser into the bomb, but still needs 1 more row to complete. This is a triple bingo team madness triple threat.
Lars gonna have to, you know, throw Bowser 1 more time here, 2 more times here. All right, that's the full bingo card for Blue Team. Just have to beat the game. Cheese struggling to hit the 50-star door clip here.
Yeah, Cheese still out here doing BLJs, but they got 20 lives. They rows completed. Team Red throwing Bowser
Row
around.
not completed, but
So what he's going to do is probably hover under the star, wait until
Yep.
he has the affirmation that they have 20 lives.
that's correct.
And that will be 3 rows completed.
Cheese
Blair's
giving
in
up
great
because
position.
Sovlo probably further into the stage than him right now. Probably should switch to Sovlo if possible.
And it looks like they won. Well, actually, not
No,
really
they-
sure.
they
We
have
have to see
to-
what Sovlo's doing.
They have to collect 20 lives, right? Did they click that?
The
Nope.
madness. Everybody's wondering what's going on.
3 lives to go. They have to, you know, get back into Vanish Cap. Commentators, edge of their seat, biting their
Everybody's
nails.
patiently waiting, wondering what's going to happen.
You know. Oh, Sovlo still needs 1 more throw. Peter Ford collecting the 20th life. Lars probably jumping into the star right now. And I believe that's GG's right there. I believe we have our winners. I
Yeah,
believe
I think
Lars,
Team Red
Dylan,
took it home.
and Peter Ford. Against all odds, I think that they clutched it near the end there. Blue team maybe had it, maybe threw it, not sure.
Yeah, they were close. They were close. I really thought it was going to be Blue Team. It seemed like things were shaping up for them, but Red Team came through and bopped off. Crazy stuff. High octane. Wow. Incredible. Truly insane. Immaculate. Impeccable, to say the least. Lost by 10 seconds. Damn. So close, but no cigar. Team Red coming through tonight on the GSA Fundraiser Marathon Madness weekend event.
Yep. If
Raising
you,
funds for future events, prize pools. Great cause. Great cause.
if you guys, you know, want to see some more bingo action, follow these streamers. You know, we got Sovlo _ Lars _ Villain, Pete _ XD, and cheese05 needs no introduction. But yeah, just plugging the runners here. If you want to see some more bingo action, look to our Mario 64 bingo tournament coming up soon as well. Ultimate 120-star relay. We have Super Mario Sunshine coming up next, and then Ocarina of Time Saturday Night Bingo after that.
That is right.
It's been a pleasure joining you with, you know, more commentary simply.
Absolute pleasure. And I'll see you back again for the outro, buddy.
All right.
Love
I'll
you.
see you then.